silent, powerful way, have had more effective means of preserving self-identity than we have. Thank you very much.
Then 50% of the population has succeeded, the
Yes.
other 50% remains.
Right. So from saris and kurta pajamas, it's time to change schools and attires, and we have Birla High School on the dais next. There's a very loud cheer going up, I wonder why. And for Birla High School, we have Shoham Chakraborty.
A very good morning to one and all present here. I am Shoham Chakraborty representing Birla High School, and the motion today reads, in the opinion of the House, a colonial India would be preferable to a corrupt one. At the very onset, it's very important that we realize what this debate is not about. This debate is not about whether a democracy per se is better than a colonial form of government. No, ladies and gentlemen, that's not what the debate is about. This debate is instead about whether a corrupt democracy is better than a colonial form of government. This debate is about whether an elected goon like Pappu Yadav is better than an unelected policymaker like Thomas Macaulay.
Sorry, one sec. Can the audio adjust the feedback? There is some mic which is feedback. Carry on. There's a feedback coming from one of the microphones.
This debate, ladies and gentlemen, is not about any of these. This debate is instead about a notion that is ingrained into us very well since we are members of this corrupt Indian democracy. The notion of choosing the lesser of the two evils. That is exactly what this debate is about. Moving on, let's understand that this debate focuses on one word, corruption. Now the word corruption comes from the word kor and ampar. The word kor means altogether and the word ampar means broken. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly the status of the Indian democracy. It's completely broken. And the opposition comes up here and talks about the notions of freedom, equality and justice. They talk of sovereignty of our nation. Should we give up our sovereignty? And I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, are we really a sovereign nation? Are we a nation that really enjoys economic independence? Are we a nation that has the right to make its own choices? No, we are not. Go ask any person participating in this process called elections, also known as the annual festival of rigging. You can ask anyone and you'll get to know that this is not about elections. This is not about freedom. This is instead about ingraining a system that means very little to us. Ladies and gentlemen, let's understand that the colonial form of government was much better in many respects. And the first respect that I want to focus on is the economic aspect. The opposition has come forward and given us an extremely myopic view that the new form of colonialism that would be imposed us in the 21st century would be exactly like the old one. Why is that so? The new